But before I change, let me just bring Alex, who was your
oh yeah,
who traveled with you producing this piece. Alex, come out here.
Every single second that we spent there, we cherished, and Lisa and I have talked about it. It was an incredible experience that neither of us will ever forget.
To get to these villages, we had to walk through the bush, and it was hot, and we were drenched in sweat, and we were just schluffing. And at a certain point, I said to Alex, just remember this moment and what we're gonna do. And it was just a really amazing feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know, the whole team that's been putting this together, all of the editors that worked on your pieces, everybody is really, proud of the work that you guys were able to do. The bush, and it was, you know, heat and humidity and lots of inconvenience, but it wasn't as bad as the road trip, was it?
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely. Alex was on the road trip with Gail and I for 11 days.
Yeah.
I would have to say, Ghana or the road trip? I would take Ghana over the road trip.
So would I.
So would you.
All right, so I want to believe, I would love to believe that I could go to somebody and they can tell me things are going to be better, or I was going to fall in love. I'm already in love, but you know what I mean. But I am a guy that you have to prove it to. Are you anybody like this? I need a little proof. So I wanted to see what would happen if I pretended to be a psychic.
I have wanted to do something like this for years. Along with being a fake psychic, come on, this is on the bucket list. Who doesn't want to do this? Okay, we are going to try our first psychic reading. I have an earpiece in my ear. Mark is in the other room. He's going to tell me things to say. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I've never done this. I get the 2, the 3, the 5, the 95. These are all the numbers, and maybe the future.
East 95th Street.
2, 3, 5, East 95th. Okay, I know now. I understand now. The East Coast, I get it. All right, this is good.
Supposedly, because I'm a black male with this illness, I have a 17% less life expectancy, lifespan than normally would. So African American men in America have a lifespan of about 69 still as of today. We take 17% off of that, we're talking 13 years, so now that brings me back to 56. I'm 52. What, am I dying in 4 years?
But you're working against that.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay. Montel says he rarely misses a day of working out since he's been diagnosed. He took Dr. Oz to his gym. As we go to break, here's a look at that. Take a look.
When you first get up in the morning, what's your biggest fear?
Not being able to walk.
Not being able to walk at all.
Yeah. Period. I mean, it's like, and that's an everyday, and there's really nothing we can do about it.
Lake Volta region, 4 a.m.
It's crazy. This happens 7 days a week, and these boys are essentially on the lake by 4:30, not having eaten any breakfast.
In the pitch dark, 4 boys with no shoes and no life preservers make their way onto the lake. It's cold. The only reason we can see them is because of our camera light. I'm in utter disbelief that these little children venture out onto the lake in the black of night.
Turn that light off for a second. I mean, how can they see anything to do when it's this dark? I don't think they do it when it's this dark.
But the reality is, they always do. It's the beginning of another long and difficult day.
My mother was going through breast cancer at the time. She was more worried about her medical bills than she was about dying peacefully. It just didn't seem right to me. I decided to start this women's rodeo clinic and help raise money for breast cancer. Since inception in 2008, we've raised over $500,000.
Michelle and I really had noticed there was something with Ross that wasn't just 100%. He wasn't as fast as the other kids his age. He was slow getting up off the floor. After a few misdiagnoses, we finally discovered that he had Duchenne muscular dystrophy, DMD.
When Ross got diagnosed, it was completely shocking. The doctors said women carry this disease and they pass it on to boys, and Dawson or Finn could also have it.
And that neurologist walked in, and her whole face just went white. And as soon as I seen her, I knew that Finn was diagnosed as well.
Finn went through a period where he was obsessed with watching videos that people had made about Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and he was online all the time. So you definitely can't hide from them the fact that, you know, one of the first statements you're gonna hear when you talk about Duchenne is that it's 100% fatal. It's the most common childhood lethal disease is how they describe it. I guess Finn asks me more than Ross. He'll say to me sometimes, like, I'm afraid of dying or I'm afraid of getting hurt. And I'll say to him, you know, nobody knows, like, when they're gonna die and how long they're gonna live. And I don't really know what else to say at this point because I still don't accept that they're gonna die. I refuse to, so I just don't want to think about it. Just feel gratitude every day to be with the boys and to have them in my life. And I don't worry so much about the future, or I don't worry so much about things that have happened in the past. I just have a peacefulness almost of just being with my family and being with the boys and enjoying our life together. I do think that there is a gift in all of this, as difficult as it is, and that is that it's given me an appreciation for all of the experiences that I get to have with the boys, and I don't think that's a perspective that everyone has. For us, every day, every moment, every breath is priceless, and we'll cherish it for as long as we can.